Okay, let's get to work. What was I gonna do? Probably this. And let's kick off the thingamabob here. What was I working on here? I do have sound effects. Turn off that. I have some enemy pathing that needs like some work on it. Yeah, like, what are you doing? What are you doing there? What are you doing? And also all the levels need like rebalanced. I think the loot starts showing up way too late. Let's see, still working on. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do next. I am generating loot, but the player does not receive it yet. So, also I need like some kind of menu system for in the game. Basically, I want to pause using keys to move the player around while a menu's popped up. It's going to ask you to do stuff with the items. Basically, if you when you get equipment, it should go into whichever hand is free. If it's one-handed, if it's two-handed, it needs to ask you to drop both. And there's no items going on the ground. It's just going to delete it, remove it. So let's find player entity and let's create the receive method, just so I can ask. And I'm just going to call it equip for short. So what we should have is equipped and inventory are our two things. So let's say if equip.hands is equal 0, if len self.inventory less than 3, self.inventory.append equip and return. I think that's it. I'll probably have to add like a little toaster message to go with it, but that's it. Else, and we're just gonna say I do want to give people a button to use an item immediately and put it into the slot that they opened up. It's no reason really to not use your consumables if they're just going to disappear. And this would be equipped. Equipped. Let me also just print out the thing. Should have a nice repr by this point, but if it's two-handed, basically going to ask you if you want to drop both your things to use that. I don't have like a debug descend key, so. Equip.text is not associated with value in generate. Oh, 514 in generate. Give it like a default. Should work. What? That's not a treasure chest. I'm out of my mind. Okay. Blah. Ooh. I didn't. Okay, what did I do there? Okay, so I've got something in my equipment there. So I would need to... What is that? It doesn't say what it is, but damage 9. That's like a pretty high level... like I might have to tune the bonuses these items are getting too, if they're like enormously powerful. That's an 8 damage two-handed weapon. That was another two-handed weapon. Self-net inventory less than 3. Okay, so I got a consumable and there was a bug that did that. Is that on line 207? Yep. So what I actually could do... Ooh. I think I made an infinite loop. If you go down too far, it might be like nowhere to put stuff on the ground. Two-hander. Another one-hander. Player hit for 15. Okay, so calculating damage is working. Unfound item shield. So that has like a tooltip on it that says like 1, but the text is over top of it. That is a bug in the pathing. Two-hand. Another, that looks like a one-hand icon, but that doesn't mean anything. I need to print all the items because I don't really see what I'm getting here. Whoops, wrong window. Okay, so that is supposed to add equip.text equals yada yada in 515. Wish it would have printed out that thing. A permanent stat boost, small gray pot. So that would have been pretty lucky it was a luck potion. And that's in line 515. Equip.text. Base value item should actually be base name item. Doesn't really say. That doesn't pass the boost value along any. Base values item. Yeah, so the base value of all these things is just like the numbers that they are by level, plus 0. Base value item. Probably what I can do here is go to the game. And encrypt. Go to level planner. I also have to find the initial level plan. While I'm testing this, I could just say be unfortunate to ship it like this, but that's basically what the tuning is going to require. Okay, so there's nothing it can find on level 1. That is a one-handed damage. Oh, one-handed wand. Okay, so I also need to fix the sprites because those are all jacked up. Did not have my notes with me. Oh, look at that. The video froze. At least I actually checked. Okay, let's see if I can get it to restart. Nope. Okay. Oh, look. I think that did it. Big ol' list of sprites. Let's see if they're correct. $13 and $25. And while I got game open, let me try to find the text. Whew, what a mess. Wonder if that happens to everybody. 6 days into rushing through every possible feature you want in your code. Where does it go? Okay, inventory sprites, key captions, inventory captions. The text says caption X. So something's putting blah into it. Oh. Nope. GUI update singular. Yeah. Yeah. Item.sprites. Captions. And text equals, if that's the equipable, then it could just be. Oh, and let's also say captions I.text color, item.text color. And there's like no items that can appear on level 1. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's see. Caption has no attribute text color. Fill color. Duh. And when I create them, inv captions. I.size equals smaller. Ooh. Don't know why that looks like equipment. Oh, maybe because... All right, hold on. Hold on. Okay, okay. 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 Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Does that help? Does that fix it? No? Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, look, my music is on screen. Whoops. Still no, hello. Hello. Okay, okay. Yeah. Motion JPEG seems to freeze sometimes. Let's see how long that holds up. Okay. That put it in inventory. Let's look at the player's stuff right now. Okay, so that should be inventory. Equipable. One thing. Equipped. One thing. So it looks like a wand had hands of 0. Wand right there. So the item min level. Yeah, these things should be on level 1. Base weights. Okay, maybe I made this too complicated and wasn't able to find it. Yeah, this looks horrible. So this seems like a very let's just take a text editor. I'm gonna chop all these horrible things into it. Hold on a second. It's like Control F3. No. Whoops. Don't know what button that is. Cycle through layouts. Okay, that helps. So I'll make this small for copy and paste noob purposes. So let's look at all of these. What do we have here? Minimum level. Base weights. Sprites. Base value. And base name. So I'm going to call equipable thing to stay in entities, and I'm going to move all of these into a new file called cryptosokoban item data. Class item data. I mean, hold on, I'm just going to Google real quick. Yeah, that's why I needed it as a decorator. And now I can do something like min level. Do I need to like do these all caps or something? No, that's fine. So int max level. What else am I looking at? Max level is new, but I just can't help myself. Base weight. Sprite. Base value. Base name. Okay, so also forgot what blue, green, and gray are supposed to respectively do. Okay, green is damage. Maybe not the most typical, but blue. And gray. Yeah, so there's the names, and now I'm just gonna make all this like follow some sanity with the structure of it, and I'll make this into a big dictionary where the key is going to be the same names they've been having. I think that's everybody, and now I'm going to replace them with a data class instance of all their stuff. So now let me get big for typing, and we're just going to call this item data. Do I need to do assignment on everything? I don't think so. I think that's about it. As dict. Might be handy to use, but I think what I need to put here is like min LV equals 1, max LV equals, I don't know, 10. What else we got? Base weight equals, buckler was 0.25. Oh, I also need to put it a affinity. And this is the player archetype that base weight equals 0.25. Sprite equals 101. Base value. Oh, I also need one for handedness. The base value of a buckler is 1 defense, and I basically plan on connecting the short string to the whatever behavior it has in the generation, but still. because base value is like, I can make a different property for everything it could have, like defense and damage and magic and other magic. But okay, so sprite base value, base name, I think that's it. I can also add now affinity, knight, and handedness equals 1. Okay, just all of those to go. So let me get these. There are no omitted fields in these. So let me just show how not brilliant I am at using Vim, but it's in a dictionary, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do that without the new line. Let's do it with the space. Okay, now let's just fill in all my own data. Something else I'm going to do because I hate it is, first of all, give us a couple of spaces and make it fit, like make it kind of square. Maybe I should have done that before I did all the copy and pasting. This is why I'm supposed to learn something like Vim. And yet, I can make it just a little bit better by I could record a macro, but I would have to like look up the buttons to do that again. So why am I still okay? Gotta work on my escape keying. Almost there, almost. By the way, I have so many things to clean up in the code to use this, but it will actually be readable and debuggable, which will help a lot. Okay, now let's fill them all in. Did I hit the spacing well? I could have done one less, so. Okay, that space I added just got unadded. Okay, now let's rename all these guys. I could go like field by field, but I think I'll just go like, yeah, let's go field by field. Min level 2, base weights. I'll like lower it for the improved one. So the base one and the improved ones just give like lower base weight, and then they disappear from the item pool above a certain level. So, and the ones that have like maximum, maybe like after level 99, the potion or the dungeon becomes like 100% potions, which is insanity. But sprite for a shield, 102. Base value is 2. Affinity for a shield is knight. Sword, min level 1, max level 10, base weight 0.25, sprite 103, base value 1, that's damage. Short sword, it's for a knight, it's one-handed. Sword 2, minimum level 2, max level 10. No. Call us like 16 or something, I don't know. Sprite 104, I think. Yep. Base value. Yeah, I'm scrolling around way too much. Let's try to do this one field at a time. So, sword 3, min level 5. That's max performance. Axe 1, axe 2, and let's make this match 2 through 16. Axe 3, 5 through 99. Wand 1 through 10. Staff 2 through 16. Staff 5 through 99. Potions, all levels. Okie dokie. Base weights. Sword 0.25, sword 2 0.15. Sword 3, the first level 3 item. I'll give it like, you know, roughly half. Okay, so axe 2.5, axe 2 1.5, 0.8, wand 2.5, staff 1.5, staff 2 0.08. Red pot. I mean, honestly, I have no idea. So let's just try all the stat upgrades will be kind of like a rare item, and the gray pots I want it to be because that kind of increases your the bonus to every item that comes out, because it's all basically you go down one level but your luck increases. I think it's like every level you go down is like 1/3 of an extra bonus point on average, and every point of luck is 2/3 of a point on average. So if you find luck and go down a level, instead of just getting like, you know, 0.33 average bonus to the items in the chest there, it'll be like +1. So like going down one level and after finding luck is like triple equipment bonus compared to, you know, it could suck if you really need health and you find a luck potion instead, but that's literally why people play this genre, is so they can laugh at which things suck. Okay, sword 2, 104, Sword 3, I think it's 105, but I think that's also a guess. Axe 119, Axe 2, 20, Axe 3, 121. Wand, I don't remember. I think I need to open GIMP now. Because, oh, okay, so for wand, I think I wanted to use the spear. It's fine, no one's gonna look that closely, even though it's zoomed in at like 6x the size of it. So I have staff 1, staff 2 are in the notes as 130, 131. So I think wand will be spear at 132. 130, 131 for the staff. Red pots, 15. Blue pots, 16. Green pot, 14. Gray pots, 13. Small gray pots, 25. That's everybody. Okay. Base values. I really just completely riffed on all of those base weights. I was revising them off the top of my head, which, you know, I came up with them off the top of my head, so who's to say that's not better or not? By the way, this is the top 3, or top sword is two-handed. And axe 1, axe 2, 2, axe 3, 5. Well, did I revise those? Let's see, base values. Axe 2, 4, axe 3, 6, and those are both two-handed. So axes are for Viking. Wand. And the base value for a wand actually has to be a tuple, because they have damage and cooldown. The affinity is going to be wizard. Three-handed. 3, 7. Okay. Red pots. Affinity is none. Blue pots. Affinity is wizard. Green pots. Viking. Gray pots. Knights. And the base values for those are 1 because it's like a permanent stat upgrade. Likewise, small gray pots, none, and now let's name them. Buckler, shield, short sword, long sword, claymore, hatchet, broadaxe, bearded axe, I don't need to get fancy with it. Let's just say wand, scepter, wizard staff, health potion, sorcery potion. Strength potion. Toughness or defense? Sorcery, strength, or defense. Whatever. Close enough. Okay. So, COS item data imports item data. Oops. And what was the thing I stole from here called min level? Okay, let's just rip these out. It's for treasure planner. So we are going to get base weight equals, yeah. Oh yeah, so this is the thing that creates the treasure table for, we got a treasure level. And like you want to get rid of those low level items, so increasing the treasure level is only a good thing. Okay. Y'all still oh yeah, that's clogged up again, huh? Let's leave it on that and see if YUYV holds up better to whatever memory leak or seg fault or bug is in OBS. It's making my camera keep freezing. So what do we have? A weights table, which should basically be, if we have the player, let's say 4 item in item data. What am I returning? The weights. Is weights a dictionary? Like D0, base weight, D0. Base weight is search for it and then get the first index out of, like make a list out of that dictionary if the name is in the tuple, which was the key. So that sucks. Weights equals a dictionary for item and item data, so that'll be a key. Data equals item data, item. Weights, item, the key, equals I can't remember what I called it. Base weight? Base WT. It's that simple. Now, what I can say is if player.archetype is not none and data dots affinity, there was no reason for those to be different terms, but let me just not be insane and let me just say data.affinity equals I love when I accidentally hit page down when I'm trying to hit home or end. Player.archetype. Weights item times equals 3. So that is the triple weight towards things that the player has elected they like. I don't have a GUI for that, but I will shortly after this. So let's see if that now let's go to this guy down here and just delete all of this crap out. Okay. Base names, base value, sprites, handedness. Okay. We are going to say, oh, sorry about that. Item data, well, data equals item data, item dot data. Awesome. And at the tippy top, we're just going to put from Cryptosokoban items import item data. Okay, so we have our item data. We have these choices here. What these choices do, I need to change all of these things to say something like data.sprites data.base value. And that's really why I need to keep this, is because the treasure takes item data, which is about rarity and the stats of a base concept item, and this gives it its name, it puts the plus whatever on it, it assigns the text color, and it applies bonuses based on the current player's dungeon depth and luck. So hands is going to be data.handedness. I wonder if I got that right. Let's see. Handedness equals 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. So I don't remember doing it for the pots. Yeah. All potions have a handedness of 0, which means they go in your inventory. Yeah, accidentally giving a wand a handedness of 0 is exactly why I went on this little detour to create a data container. Data.handedness, data sprites, database value, data.base name, I can make this kind of, I think, a bit less repetitive if I like created the equipable and just added properties to it in stages, but let's not over recreate the wheel here. Bonus stats, and what this will do is while we have bonus stats to apply, wands are the most interesting. As a fellow wizard, I obviously am the most interested in the magical class. But if you have a base cooldown of like 10, 8, or 7, I think, which is like steps before you can zap again. So you need to zap a rat twice. And like a Cyclops, you need to zap like 8 times with a basic wand. But if you go down, you find another wand. It's got like +3. That +3 might be split between lowering the cooldown until the cooldown is at most, or at minimum 2, and increasing the damage. So a +3 wand could have like 1 damage with a cooldown of 7, or it could have 4 damage with a cooldown of 10, or it could have some mixture of that until you get like way down. You're doing like the highest level staff with a bonus of like 6 or 7. Yeah, now it's like could have a cooldown of 2 with damage of like 6 or 7 based on that. So I'm hoping that's Wizard turns out to be the most powerful, obviously, but can't guarantee it. Because if you have a zap cooldown of 1, I don't know if that'll mean you can do it every turn. The other idea I had was that maybe you have like 2 one-handed ones and you're like zapping independently, but we'll see how that works out. Okay, and instead of having these values here, I should be able to say something like so I can tune all the items together. I don't know exactly how I want to do this for the permanent upgrades, but whatever. Let's see if it complains about that. Okay, so I'm going to make this equipable. I'm going to keep this little thingamabob there, and this will adjust the text and text color. And there's, ooh, I think I just deleted it, didn't I? Let me see here. Let me say grep colors COS entities bonus colors. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't delete it. Dang. All right. So what are the bonus colors? Just kind of my recollection of items going up in level from World of Warcraft's. Get like an uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and then like a debug item. I don't know. Like my dungeon bonus values are going to be whack at first, but I just want to get the whole thing showing and running items before I, go polishing it up. Okay, let's no module COS items. COS tiles, COS entities, item data. Okay. Don't know why I can't press the right keys, but or ever remember the name of my modules. COS item data. Okay, data class is not defined. What? Data class is not defined. Import data class. They leave that out. Nope. That's polite of the player is not defined. That's a huge pain. 2, 3, 5. Okay, here's my 3 chests. Item data object has no attribute data. Item data data in generates. Yep, just my own stupidity at work. Man, when these rats tax me. Okay. So this equipable got unexpected argument value because I think I have in here 4 these permanent stat boost ones, a field called boost and a field called value, which is just getting to be an annoying way to do it, but I'm not going to change it now. This probably should have been a data class the way I have all these things here. And the repper now is totally wrong. Please tell me the name of it. And like classify. I don't think I ever ended up using it. Zap cooldown is tracked on the item. That's hopefully gonna get ready. Let's go here. Okay. And you guys can't hear it, but there's like a splats every time. Okay. So I got a wand and a hatchet. I don't have a key to use that consumable, which has, well, okay. Let's check the data here. A menu, crypts, player dot inventory. We have a +1, a sprite 129. What was that supposed to be? Why does it say it's got a +1 bonus value to it? But like, let me say I equals that actual item, I dot boost and I dot value. Value is 0, boost is none. Zap damage. So this is supposed to be a wand. This says, oh look, text equal hatchet. So it looks like some text got set instead of appended to. That is the only thing it assigns to it. Text equal data.base name. Say. So that should save it. That should set it up. So I guess text data.base name. Where does that get printed? Data.base name. Text this data.base name. Sword and axe. Not seeing it, not getting it, not understanding why it would. I mean, really, I could just like put this into the original text setting. Okay. Ooh, a level 2 scepter. Two-handed, 2 zap damage with a cooldown of 8. Not bad, not bad. That's a little wrong. Okay, so that's a little better. Unless I actually left the scepter as one-handed. Okay, I can just hit like, yeah. Dang, these rats will tear you up. There's a one-handed sword. Luckily, I don't actually have a mechanism to die yet. Oh yeah, these rats are brutal. There's really no way to get around them. One-handed sword. A +1 claymore. A bearded axe +2. That would be, like, I think I would pick to be a Viking in that moment. A claymore +5. I think I would change to being a knight in that moment. Okay. Plenty of treasure. Okay, so we got a defense potion +5. And the color did change correctly. This is popping chests is the most fun part. This is two-handed weapon. So my other takeaway is that way too many weapons I mean, I'm also just flying through this thing, but like that is a unfound item buckler. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm something like not have a name in the data, because a couple of these are they're getting a like blank text. Okay, so let's go to my data and double check. Okay, there's buckler, shield, sword, sword, axe, 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 wand, staff, staff, pot, 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 pot. Okay. Base name. Defense potion. All those have names. Buckler, shield, sword, axe, 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 wand, staff, staff 2. Red pot, blue pot, green pot, gray pot, small gray pot. Okay, let's go unfound item buckler. And by the way, who says that? Unfound item. Oh, because there's nothing to set up something for shields. Okay. Okay, let's put that under buckler, shield. Hands equal data. Handedness. Sprites. Defense equal data dot base value plus bonus stats. text equal data.base name. That might help. Just a little bit more and we will be equipped with shit. Okay. You keep doing what you're doing. You fire this thing up. Ooh. Okay, wand definitely has a wrong strength potion. Okay, I think I want to take the text margin down a bit and make the size a bit smaller. And maybe actually add some new lines. Yeah. Should probably just set up a death screen and try to... okay, that says long sword and it gave me... It's a +2 longsword and it gave me defense? What? Item data. Sword. So confused by that. Okay. Damage equals data.base value. Defense equals data.base value. Okay, let's see if I have some typos in receive. Okay, put it in your inventory. Not working flawlessly, but doesn't look obviously wrong. Okay, that's a problem there. Damage, yes. Please use the defense off of items that are equipped, not the damage. Okay. Fire that up. Try out some loot. That is a wand. That does not help me. That's a short sword. That helps me. Bye. Okay. So I could have a wizard staff on level 2. No, 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 no. This is... Okay. There's another bug here with which is... Weights equals... Okay. Item, data, item. What we can say is if... Yeah. Treasure level... Data dot... Oh, how do I need to phrase it? If item data dot... No, it's just data. If data dot min level is higher than the treasure level, continue. Higher than the max level. Let's just min LV, max LV. Okay, let's see if that helps. And these are not like showing me the table every time. I'm just kind of going by vibes here. Okay, I got a shield, which gave me 2 defense. Ooh, a luck. This would be an incredibly good run right now. Because I would drink that luck potion, go down the level, and, you know. Ooh, I need to make a loot give you random extra chests. What's... Okay. You approaching me? Player hit for 1. Okay. Okay, you guys can still bite, right? I think it doesn't even have a message for your defense is too high, which is something I need to add. Oh boy. I am now the guy from, I don't want to be hurt, so I maxed out defense. Okay, so still some bugs in the pathing, but that's not what we're on about right now. There's definitely a bug in the boulder push too. I've seen it allow me to... Okay, watch this. If I'm next to a hole and I pull, I jump over the hole. I've seen it do that with enemies too. And it's connected to the thing where... Dang! Guess what? Those potions suck if you don't have a magical weapon. Gotta turn off that debug message. Okay, and look, another shield. That would have been hilarious. It's not even a plus or anything, so I don't think it would have got picked. Okay, full up on potions now. They seem to be going in the right slots now, so... That was a +3 health potion. Okay. I know I'm kind of like over-geared because I have... I'm over-geared because I had 3 chests from the beginning, but... Okay, that would not allow me to have that. Bye. Okay, I'm having fun. This is a lot of fun. Let's actually make the magic work a little bit. Defense is probably a little overpowered. Like, personally, I think I really wanted, like, puzzle combat where... First of all, we need something tougher than rats. That would help. I was also thinking that the monsters should kind of get like more HP and damage and a little bit of built-in defense as you keep going. So that, because I really only have squishable and not squishable deaths. I could maybe use like a little bit more of the sprites. Probably need to hide the contents of the rooms too. Okay, this is another problem. Let's see if the boulder lets me sneak it. Okay. Okay, it doesn't let me. This actually could be a stuck. I'm glad that these are pretty rare now, but... I can solve that. The way I would make it solvable, which is something I'm going to do right now, is go to the treasure, and when you are popped, make you act like you're dead. So there's bump. It's already popped. Turn true. And turn false when just giving the treasure. This makes treasure chests something you can step on top of after you take their loot. I hope that's going to be clear. Maybe that's something I need to put in a tooltip. Okay, where am I going here? Let me catch up. All right. Let's... I think, okay, combat's working. Melee combat's working. Defense is working, even if I don't like how it feels right now. The levels are a bit bland. I want to get more rooms and stuff going on more quickly. That's just, you know, tuning some data that's in there. And get consumables to work. That's going to just require some keyboard keys and a little bit of logic on, what do I call it, equipable. So I have a do zap. I think I need to put a caster, which is going to be the player. Or if I do it right, should be able to apply that to like maybe give the ghost sprite or something the ability to use magic too. But that could be awesome. Okay. We got, oh, that's already in the player. Wait, do zap is in the player. I need that on the item too, but tick, consume, and self-caster, grid. Grid, or targets, entities. The idea here being I'm not going to have zaps be aimed or like linear fireballs or anything. If you do a zap, it's just going to aim at the closest enemy that's in range. Or like a random enemy that's in range, I guess I should say. But the reason I want to do that is because to manage the zap cooldown. And just say if things fizzle or not. So okay, and to do that, what are we gonna have on here is a value that says boost and a value that says value, and a value that says HP healing. And that's going to be green pot. Consumer dot what? Green is damage. And I'll have the player's got to pop it out of the Inventory. Green pots. Blue pot. Say B equals self.value. Well, B. Oh, let me find that same thing, which is I want the comment too. Nope. One too far. Okay. It probably should be called a base. I guess, like, I don't want it to be like super multiplicative. Like, I don't want to double your cooldown rate. Let me just put like a I'll have to do some shenanigans there. No, I'll just increase it. I'll also have it do some kind of like chance for bonus cooldown. So it should mostly be damage. I don't know. Let's just call it random. I don't really know what it'll be yet. Might have to put like a kind of diminishing effect on it, but that's the blue one. Defense, base defense. I think that needs to go on the damage too. What's the last one? Increased by luck. HP something. HP healing. Seeing clever things that you can make HP into a property and just prevent overhealing or overkill, like negative HP values or HP values above the max automatically. I would do that if I was like teaching this, so I'll add that later. Okay, so let's try to add consume. And on receive, I just thought of something. I don't want people's items to move around. Like if you have an item in slot 1, 2, or 3, I don't want them to scoot up when something gets consumed. So if it's in inventory, okay, so I suspect find whatever none is first, find that slot, overwrite the none with the new item, and when we consume, I'm not going to delete the thing out of the inventory, I'm going to replace it with none. So if you had 2 potions, the second potion will stay in the second slot. I don't want it to jump around because your stuff reorganized. In the game, let's go to COS keys, and we're going to add 1, 2, 3. If self.player.inventory length of let's try self.player.inventory 0 consumed by self.player. Okay, now I should be able to consume those.
Put that away now. Close it.
Okay, so let's go get beat up on. Y'all ain't hit. You're not hitting me. Oh, I have 2 defense. Okay, that's too much defense. I think I need to make sure that I have a strength potion. Okay, so let's try it. 1. Oh, I might have the key command wrong. Da-da-da. Now I'm ready to smack you guys up, man. There should not be 3 chests. Okay, and why did that do what I needed it to do? No. Let's figure out why the thing is not working. Oh, and look, it doesn't even say the thing. So if, oh, that's what I need to do to keep everything moving. Okay. Delete. Ha. Okay, so if I have a defense potion and I hit 1, I think I might have the key codes wrong. Let's go back to this mode. Num1, num2, num3. And those say numpad 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's dumb, but okay, so sorcery potion. Player has no base zap damage. Gotta fix that. That's gonna come up soon. Player entity. And I probably want to add something that says about like which things you can zap with. Well, let's just try to get like a base zap working at first. There's nothing that says what your damage is. Okay, let's try to do a zap then. Do zap. Okay, so what we should do here is say if I dot zap damage hold on, let me go reread how this is supposed to work. Okay, so these get ticked every time. Because I think I want to display that. Jotting. Zap. Cooldown. Remaining. And that's going to equal 0 when it's ready. And when we use it, it's going to set the cooldown to okay, zap cooldown remaining. 0 means ready. Then when you use it, zap cooldown remaining gets set to the value of zap cooldown. So you want this to be like 1 if you want to use it continuously. And then it will do that much damage to whichever thing it finds. So what we want to say here is true or false is going to be if it did it. So we can say if self.zap cooldown remaining not equals 0, and probably like if self.zap damage equals 0. And if it's cooling down, assuming that we have zap damage and the cooldown is ready, then we can say if zap, yeah. And gonna need this. If I don't really have a zap, maybe zap range is another thing the player could do. Let me just add that while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so this will be x equal caster dot draw pos and x y equals int fx int fy. Oh, and these are like deltas. Doing like Manhattan distance. Int tx minus x plus int ty minus y. If there's nobody, don't do anything. Otherwise, find it. And I'll just put on here target dot zap. Yeah. And self dots zap cooldown remaining equals enemy entity gets zapped. And just make it do the same thing that like bump does when we die or take damage. Okay, so let's try to zap now. Let's see, of course, something's syntactically wrong. Oh, yeah, I don't want to bother with so we'll say like if I dot zap stuff like game dot entities break else okay, let's see if that does it. Oh, I need something that can do it. That won't work. Helps, but not really. Dang. Why can't I find a two-handed magic weapon on level 2? Go, go, go.